So hello and welcome to the new video. This time I'm gonna be giving you some tips and tricks how to do the challenges. I'm quite done with them. I'm missing only the 6 very grindy ones, so that's just gonna be just spamming them apps and hoping for some RNG. Generally speaking, I'm gonna be assuming a couple things. One, you're playing on a normal league, you're not some kind of SSF player, and that you can buy a lot of scarabs, entry items, fragments, so you can brute force a lot of the challenges to speed up the process significantly faster. If you're interested what kind of build I'm playing to do solve of the challenges, the video guide is in the description. So just click on the video, it will take you to my build guide. When I'm gonna be saying that the challenge is a natural one, it means just by playing the game or doing some kind of very minor things, you're gonna do it naturally without even thinking about the challenge. Okay, so let's start and do. The basic beginnings, that's a natural challenge. Deep dive, that's a natural challenge. Just start playing the league. Peddlers, again, this is something like take a 20 quality like an armor piece, vendor it, you will get the armor piece. The same the blacksmith, the same thing, you will get a weapon. Glass blower, you can pick up lower quality flask, like a couple of them, put them in the vendor, get a glass blower, or I think you can get a 20 quality, exactly 20 quality flask, and then you get a glass blower. Gun cutter prism, put a lot of small low quality gems into the vendor, you will get a GCP. That's it. That's very straightforward. This is a natural challenge. This is a natural challenge. This is the side quest that's with the blue frame around, when you're gonna be doing your axe. Generally speaking, play the league, use the league mechanic. There's nothing else to say. Natural challenge, do all of your 100 maps, but this refers to 100 maps on the atlas, not the unique ones, not the invitation, just normal maps like this one. Once you do 100, you get the challenge. Another one, this is, I would say, a very natural challenge, because you will be clicking strongbox, like shrines, every now and then you will kill some kind of exile. Relatively play the game, this will just come naturally. Again, this is another quite natural challenge, because whatever, depending what kind of content you do, unless you're really sitting delve or something like that, this will come very natural to you. As smuggler caches, delirium mirrors, you will just do that, as long as you don't block the content. So that's a quite natural challenge while you're just mapping. This one is a little bit tricky, because you can actually don't engage with the masters, but there are scarabs, the smallest scarab that you can brute force a master. If you're not interested in the master, the two masters that you can brute force very quickly is gonna be Nico and Einhar, because you're just gonna be mapping and you're gonna be doing the masters while you're mapping. Because with Nico, you're just gonna click 3 sulfides, with Einhar a couple of beasts, and you're done pretty much. That's a very quick challenge. Again, league mechanic, use a little bit craft, go to voyages, kill some monsters. Very natural challenge as long as you encounter with the league mechanic. This might be a little bit tricky, but it's a very easy, simple trick. You go to Faust, or maybe you have some scarabs. There's like a one when you can guarantee yourself a mercenary, and another one is the scarab that you can guarantee yourself an infamous mercenary. If you do those two combinations of scarabs, you will do this, and this in one go. Obviously, you cannot apply multiple scarabs to do this. You just you can only do one scarab on one map for this challenge, to be specific. So you would have to do 15 maps, but that doesn't matter, because you would have to do another 15 maps for the infamous mercenary as well. So that's just like a time-consuming, grindy challenge with a little bit scarabs. You don't need any atlas for this. 2 scarabs is good enough. Chromatics, use chromatics, simple as that. Have 15 colors on your gear. It's very simple. That's all of your gear. You have your sockets, blue, red, green. Just count them. Once it's 15, bam, you get the challenge. Another part is to get the 60 quality or higher. That's very simple. Buy yourself a replica void eye that gives you 30 quality, 20 quality on the gem. Recolor the socket on this ring to match the gem. Then you put it. There you go. Challenge done. You move on. The next one, 4 void stones. You should do the quest line, and you should always have the 4 void stones. That's pretty unnatural thing. Not only that, if you're not incapable of doing them, you can always pay someone to do it for you. Taxing task, this is I would say still a very natural task that you can do, because you can force a lot of this content. Abyssal Depths, there's a scarabs to force that. You don't even need the atlas for the abyss, because you just put one scarab to force abyss, another scarab to force abyss depth, you're done. T4 harvest, again, there's a scarab for T4 harvest. You can force sacred growth as well. That's a forcible, just some currency. Timeless domain, this is very simple. You can use 4 emblems, skip the market. That's a very expensive, and you can do it so 25 rewards 3 times, easy. Move on. Blights are very easy. Just get yourself a normal blight. Applied, I think it's a teal oil. Don't call me. I'm not sure about that. That speed up the process of the blight. You do 5 blight maps and you move on. The last one is like whatever you want. I'm using the mappers, and that's like automatic thing. But the breaches, the high fortress are quite alright, because it's quite easy, I would say. This is the league mechanic. You just have to use the charts. You find them while you're mapping and so on. They have like a different layouts. You just have to do them. Pretty much you would do it naturally as long as you engage with the league mechanic. Ascendancy, again, not much to explain. Do your ascendancy if you want to do a quick cheeky bloodline just to complete this challenge. For example, Farul, just go on the trade, buy the first of something. You can check the bestiary recipe, you do the Farul, bam, easy as that. Another one, stack decks. You should have plenty of them as long as you interact with the league. Just drop them down, go hand the sets to go to lead it, and just hand some random sets, whatever you have in your stash tab. Scrya map, that's a very simple. Just buy any random crappy scry orb. You just go there, click it, and you're just gonna have something like this when I'm taking maps from Cage to Toxic Sewers. Very simple. Unique items, there's a recipe. When you put the 3 of the same unique items, you get 1 back of the same. So you can put some random uniques and just do that on and on until you get like all of the 5 out of 5 uniques. Scarabs, that's very easy. You just go to your scarab tab, find some kind of random like blight over here. I have just go to vendor, you sell it, and you get a bunch of random scarabs, and that's gonna add to the challenge. T16 maps, that's very easy. Pick up 3 T15 maps. You give the vendor 3 of them. Then the vendor gives you 1 T16 maps. Repeat that multiple times until you get the challenge. Very simple, not much of a challenge. Moving on, the bosses. Uber Siri, you can buy it, not a problem. Abyss Lich, still. You can go to Abyss Steps. That's a scarab, again, pretty easy to do. Omnitech, you can buy a temple with Omnitech, very easy. Vox Twin, you can buy a contract from the trade, very easy. The Beyond Monsters, there's a scarabs to force them, not 100% if you don't have the Atlas, but I would say 2 or 3 times with the scarabs you have it. Medved, and that's also the expedition bosses. You can buy a logbook, but that's relatively expensive. If you're doing the mapping or the King's March, probably one of those bosses gonna attack you. So that's relatively fine. If you want, you can buy yourself the special offering. There's 3 different ones, and you can just kill Izaro if you fancy a bit quicker one of the bosses. Ducats, you have plenty of them if you're doing the new content. They are pretty much, for vast majority of the time, they are useless, and they go couple seeds. Just grab some rare items, slap it and waste your the green sulfite, and you move on. Unique maps, you should still want to do all of the 15 maps, because the 10 maps will give you the points, and you want to do 15 for the challenge. The only two I would skip is Doriani and Hello Grandmasters. They are a pain in the ass, so skip it. So, this is very simple. Run a map, put 5 scarabs, and move on. That's like a grindy challenge that's gonna take time, but I wouldn't be putting too much effort into that unless this is your last challenge and you still need to apply some scarabs. Then you can go to Mesa. So I think it's over here. Yeah, to get to the boss in Mesa, it's like 20 seconds, bam, and there you go. You can speed run that, but I would say I'm against that unless you completed all of your challenge, because that's just gonna go naturally over the time when you're gonna be doing your challenges. Next one, corrupting crystal. Again, level 20, very easy. You will level up your gems. Corrupting. Again, you're gonna be corrupting to get level 21 or 23 quality. So that's a quite natural challenge over the time when you play. You progress your character. This is a little bit tricky, because I don't think there's some kind of list what kind of maps, charts, voyages you have to do to unlock the full the full league. So that's kind of like, I don't know how to, like, but I know some people have some kind of problems with that or not. I almost forgot cross contamination. Again, this is a very easy challenge. Defeat mercenary warrior delirious. So you do a delirious map. So you take a T60 map, put some random delirious orb, then you put a scarab, like a smaller scarab, to force the mercenary. You go kill the mercenary. That's it. The same thing is kill the possessor to rogue exile while the mercenary. There's a node over here that makes your rogue exiles to be possessed, and that's very simple, because you can do this challenge with this, such as you put a map, you click this node, you literally just click those 3 nodes, you put a scarab for extra rogue exile, you put one for the mercenary, you go find the mercenary, you take the mercenary, you kill the mercenary, you take the mercenary with yourself, you find a rogue exile that's ghosted, you kill it, it's done. Complete originating influence map by active astroblade. That's very easy. Just apply the astroblade like over here and complete our originating influence map. So those are those maps. Fairly easy. The defeat abyss boss. There's a scarab for that. Maybe I have it. Yep, this is the one. And the shrines. Just click temporarily. I would say this shrine and this one. I would say she's quite tanky, the boss. So I would say try to find where is your shrine, where is the boss. Chunk down the boss for about 30% life, go back, take the shrine, come back, kill the boss, done. Very simple. Bloodlines. Farul can be bought from the trade, King of the Mist entry can be bought from the trade, Oshabi can be bought from the trade, Katarina can be bought from the trade, you can kill it. The Ashen tool can be bought from the trade. Simulacrum you can do. You don't have to actually do the simulacrum, but if someone can put you in the wave 14 out of 15, so as soon as you go to wave 15 and you complete it, you will get the bloodline. Another easy one is like Orlot, because you can get like the logbook, but it would just cost you. You can buy Owl from someone, and that's the new boss from Abyss. So I don't know, it's quite expensive. So well, relatively. This is not a bad challenge, you're just gonna have to spend some currency. Astroblades, again, apply Astroblades, run it with 5 scarabs on a T60 maps. One thing that I'm gonna give you advice while doing this challenge is, instead of having, what do I have? Instead of having this node, when you can just run one map and the influence is going to be disappearing from other maps, I wouldn't do that for this challenge, because sometimes what happens is that node from Atlas will take 2 maps instead of 1. So while you're doing this challenge, I would just start chipping the influence like this from the bottom to get as much as maps as you can, because you can see I bought myself one Harvest, the Astro label, and I was not able to complete all of the 5 maps because I think the influence disappeared from like 2 or 3 maps, and like, yikes. Because otherwise, if you do it that way, you can do it by the first time all of the Astro labels. This is a natural progression because you're just gonna, run the maps, explicit modifiers, and if you need to speedrun this again, Mesa, go to the boss, rare map, Mesa, bam, next, and you move on. This one is quite easy. You just have to apply those threads where I think I have some, like those one. You take one, you just right click on the atlas, you get like a chain, and once you get to the boss, and that's gonna be like an icon that you go into the boss, make sure that you have 150 quality, item quality on the map. There's a couple ways to do it, such as you should have like a generic atlas like over here with the explicit modifiers that's gonna increase the modifiers and then giving you more item quality, and the same thing with those nodes, the red nodes. Then you have over here that per fragments, because you can put fragments and then you're gonna get even more like those fragments, and pretty much that's gonna be it. The originator influence map, you can do them while doing the boss, because every single map it's gonna be originator map, so you can just alt hit. If you see it's about like 90 and you have the atlas like mine, I would just give you the sneak peek. There you go. Then with the fragments you can just do this challenge in one go in about 5 of those memory things. So it's gonna take you like roughly about 15 minutes if you have like a decent mobility skill. This is another just voyages. You're trying to link all of those modifiers on the corners and the sides of the voyage thing. I don't know how that's called. This one is a little bit tricky because you have the Maven is quite easy, because again, if you have like a generic atlas like this one with the implicit modifiers and destructive plate over here, you just do T60 map, just fill up all of the mods, you kill the monsters, the couple bosses, and this will just go very quickly. One of them is very much harder because you have to actually have 4 altars, and those altars need to be, hold on a second, this like Eldritch Gaze, so they have like additional downside. So instead of seeing to like 1 or 2 modifiers, you have to see 3 modifiers, and you have to click 4 of them, and then you have to kill the boss. So something like, again, like Mesa, when you actually know the boss is in the middle of the map, you can go all the way around the map, gather all of the altars, and then kill the boss, right? So that's something that you can do. This is just the challenge. Waste your currency. There's nothing else to say. You're just gonna be wasting the currency. Invitation. This is again a very straightforward and simple challenge. You can do Polaric Invitation. You can buy them from the trade. You alch them. If they don't have 5 modifiers, put Exalt, and voila, you have the invitation. Do that 30 times, or how many times you're missing, and you go. I would recommend doing the Polaric Invitation, because Polaric Invitation has the freaking Ignite Ring, Polaric Devastation, that's how it's called, and that ring is cost quite a lot, so you would make some profit, because while doing that I actually found 4 of them, so yeah, pretty good RNG. This one is you have to find those special modifiers on the map. When you complete a map or when you kill a boss, you get like a notification over here that you found a special thing. I have one that I can show you one. It's over here. It's like heist. I have a planned heist over here. So if I click it, I can go to the heist, and the heist is gonna be already fully made. It's gonna be like I would say blueprint or whatever. and once you do that, you get like a check mark. I tried to share this with my guildmates, but they told me they didn't get a check mark. So unfortunately, I think this is not like a shareable challenge, so you're gonna have to find it yourself. So that might be a bit of RNG. This one is you have to find a Velka. Velka is like a boss in the Voyages. I think there is like a pattern that you can find on the map, because she has like a specific layout on the map. So if you look on the Voyage, she's specific on the Voyages, you can find her. But this probably gonna be a very heavy RNG, because I don't know if you can invite some people in middle of the Voyage and you can share this challenge. So that's like a big question mark, and I think that's might be, you might get it quickly or might be a very bad RNG. Horrific House, this is again, I would say, the most challenging challenge if you want to do it yourself. Otherwise, you can pretty much buy it, because what you have to do a nightmare map with 150 item quality, apply 5 random scarabs, and you have to apply 100 delirium influence or whatever. So the boss becomes quite tanky and quite challenging. For me, for my build, it was quite easy. Just hold the cyclone and the boss is done. Then we have the Uber bosses. Just pick whatever you want. That's mine 5 that I did. Probably the Cortex is one of the easiest one, and the rest of one is like do whatever you like. And then we go to last, the grinding goals. This one is a very natural, so you don't have to worry about nightmare maps. You can brute force it by buying nightmare maps and just strictly going to the boss, farm, and that's it. 8 map modifiers, again, you can buy them from the trade, you can drop them. There's a scarab that whenever you drop a map, it's gonna be 8 modifier. So those 3 are very easy. So the last one is a little bit tricky. Either you can do pinnacle bosses, 25 more on top of the 5 wood that you're doing, or you can do dark shrines. I mean, probably for the vast majority of the people, if you don't have like a decent build that can handle the pinnacle bosses, probably the dark shrine are much easier, I would say. But the pinnacle is probably going to be faster as long as you have the build. And at this point, I would say